Hello everybody, this is Akito here, and today, this is a bit more of a sadder video because it's more nostalgic in a sense, but I want to talk about something very important to me. Call of Duty's dying, and we all know this. I think everyone's blatantly aware of it. Cold War has not been doing good numbers, if at all any numbers actually. Warzone is rapidly dying. People are going to games like Spillgate, Battlefield, fucking Siege, etc. Valorant for PC. But and then there's the lawsuit recently that spurred up on top of it, which has some of the grossest shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. But I am definitely not going over that because that shit could get me thrown off the fucking platform. So we're just gonna move on. So the main thing I want to talk about is the good days of CoD. Anyone remember the days of like Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 2? Those days? Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, World at War. Anyone remember those days? The good days of CoD, the golden days. The days where you'd get flamed for hardscoping and camping, and where there used to actually be good changes to the game that would actually make the game better playable, and not just a fucking piece of trash. Yeah, I remember those days myself. Those are some of the best days of all time. Those are some of my favorite CODs. And to this day, those are still my favorite CODs. Those are still the best CODs. That was COD's golden age. But now, it's just all falling apart, really. As you can see by the gameplay here, there's no real skill involved in it. As you can see, I was shooting that guy right there, but then some dude clearly on top. You see, he's quickscoping, yes, but most people in this game sit in corners with Ghost, Full Auto, and Hardscope. There's really no skill in this game. People only know what the AK-74U is and a couple other weapons like the LW3, etc. It's kind of stupid, no? This game has killed all motivation for most COD players to play the damn game. And that's kind of just a sad reality of it. As a COD player, we all got, and as one COD player and as multiple, we gotta accept that fact. Call of Duty's dead. It's over. We loved the game for years. Now we move on. We can move on to bigger games. We can move on to better games. Specifically, the game people are going to move to, at least I think, is going to be Splitgate, which I will be bringing Splitgate content soon. Just hold on. But in all seriousness, Splitgate is just one of those games. It's a good game. By 4 devs, right? Four developers. They have a better anti-cheat than a multi-billion-dollar company that created one of the biggest games right now called Warzone. Activision. How do you let that happen? How do you let a little indie company bully you? Bully you. Activision, one of the biggest leaders in the world for this shit. You got bullied by an indie company. You got bullied by so many companies. Just because you don't want to put an anti-cheat in, and instead you think putting new cosmetics and new weapons changes everything and makes it all better. It doesn't make sense. It never will make sense. That's the reality of it. You've ruined and tainted your own game. How? By getting so greedy with microtransactions and thinking people will just accept anything that we don't care anymore. We do care, that's the reality. We care about the game, we care about the integrity of all of it, but we'll never truly get that, will we? We'll never get what we had back, so we just gotta accept that fact. Simply. And then, if you go back to the days of Modern Warfare 2, people would play that shit daily, like 8, 9, 10 hours a day. People loved it. I remember when I'd get on, come home from school, and just have fun. But now you can't even have fun without people running Ghost and it being fucking intolerable. It just doesn't make sense to me. I played this one game and then deleted Cold War instantly. Because I didn't want to play this shit. And I'm a zombies player, right? I've been a zombies player for as long as I can remember. Never was really mainly into multiplayer unless it was like Modern Warfare. But yeah, so I'm a zombies player at heart. The thing about zombies is y'all made it boring. I remember the days of like BO3, BO2 when there'd actually be a story, a premise to everything. To everything you could do, there's a premise. There's an ultimus to it. There's actual characters. There's ingenuity. There's creativity. There's not just some brain dead bullshit like load in, do something, secure something, fight a boss, exfil. That's not what BO3 was. Yes, it was boss fight, then it ends the game, but there were so many steps in between. Some were stressful, like Garad Crovey, Moon, Shang in some cases, and plenty of other games that just, well, maps that just worked. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 were some of the best CODs of all time because of what they did. They made their games tolerable, and it worked. That's why BO3 has one of the biggest selling DLCs of all time, Zombies Chronicles. I think it's the highest selling DLC on, what do you call it, PS4? And one of the highest on Steam and Xbox. My point is, it was an insanely good fucking DLC. Everyone loved it. There was no hate for it. And I remember that fully. I remember the days when everyone would hop on and be like, bro, let's play some Horizon, let's play some Go Rod, let's play some Rev. Let's finish this, let's get the Super Easter egg, let's get the entire premise story. Now you don't hear any of that. You hear, oh, let's just play some Mauer real quick, do the Easter egg, and then go to bed or some shit. And then even during Mauer, you're just kind of irritated halfway through because it doesn't feel creative anymore. It doesn't feel good. The only thing that made fucking, what do you call it, Cold War even tolerable to me was, what do you call it, the Dark Ether grind. And even then, that shit's garbage. BO4 couldn't do it right. Cold War couldn't do it right. These past two Black Ops have been fucking garbage. That's the reality of it. It's just not fun. Straight up isn't. It's not fun to play. It's not fun to enjoy. It's not fun to consume. The consumers are getting mad at the game. That's how this works. Eventually your consumers will get done with your shit. Eventually consumers will snap at your brand. And that's what's happening. People are now going against Call of Duty. And I love it. But it took a fucking lawsuit. I'm going to explain the lawsuit a little bit, not much. So the lawsuit entails that it's frat party culture over at Activision, where men would just throw all their work on top of women, basically, just so they could have more time to play the games. And they wouldn't put any effort, and there was a lot of cases of sexual assault and harassment at that. So, yeah. If you're telling me that Activision Blizzard, even then, to Blizzard State, I'm not knocking Activision because apparently from what I'm saying it's mostly Blizzard and not Activision. But what I'm basically saying is that you're a billion-dollar company. You're one of the biggest companies in the world, and you're letting that shit happen right in your doorstep. No wonder you're a fucking shit company. Insane practices and all that. Everything about this company is just a fucking joke. And it just gets sadder and sadder by the day. Not even funny to laugh at anymore. It's just fucking sad, depressing to watch what was one of the biggest companies, Activision, the people who own Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer, who made probably some of the biggest games of this generation. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. Those were all hits, bangers. Though I didn't enjoy BO3's multiplayer, shit was still great. It's better than whatever trash we got now. Literally, like, the only thing that this game's good for is it's just to buy shit. Yes, you can see I have the Dual Diamantes and the Cursed Angel AK-47, which is a Mastercraft, which cost me about $40 entirely. And that's not all the bundles I bought for that too. It's just oppressing at this point. You just feel like you can't even play the game correctly. You just feel like you're shit. You feel like you're garbage. And that's just sad. This game, Treyarch doesn't know how to make a good game anymore. Activision doesn't know how to publish a good game. It's not that Treyarch doesn't, actually let me refrain. It does not the fact that Treyarch makes shit games. It's the fact that the company that's behind it, Activision, just ruins every fucking thing they touch. And it's fucking sad. It's horrible. It's barbaric. It's everything you can fucking think of. And I'm just done with it. Most people are done with it too. It's fucking depressing at this point. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and sub. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Peace out, everyone.